Hello, in this session of 2020 Construction Cloud Training, we're going to be going into accounting and talking about sales receipts and purchase receipts. And what they are miscellaneous bank transactions that may not have an invoice related to them. I'm going to go into receivable. I see sales receipts. I'm going to create a new one. I do not have to pick a customer. If you would like to relate it to a customer, you may. Here's my list of customers. I'll just leave this blank right now. The payment method relates to the bank. Where is this money deposited? The journal is one of the receivable journals or sale journals set up in your system. I only have one in this database, so let's use the AR journal. So that's my subledger. What's the date of the transaction? If you'd like to put a payment reference in, you may. Direct cost. Checking this box will allow me to put project information on the lines. I'm not going to check the box in this case. Going into the tab for sales information, I'm going to click on Add an Item. You may choose an item for your product list. I only have one, but I'll skip that. It's not mandatory. What is mandatory is the description. If I did pick a product, its description would automatically fill. Perhaps this is just a miscellaneous receipt. What general ledger account is this going to be crediting? We already know the debit account. That's the bank account. What will this be crediting? Let's go with office supplies. Hooray, we got a rebate on toner. It skips over the project since direct cost is not marked. What's my quantity? My quantity is 1, and the price is a $50 rebate. I can move on and add any other lines for this bank account for this date that are miscellaneous sales receipts. If the customer is paying an invoice, this is not the place to add that. When finished, you can hit Save, then Validate. Let's look at the journal items. In that tab is a journal entry button. Click on that. Takes me to see the journal items. I credited my office supplies and I debited my bank account. Now, this debit line for the bank will appear in my bank reconciliation. So when I get my August statement, I should see an entry on the 30th for the $50. From here, let's go straight into payables and purchase receipts. You'll see how similarly it works. I click Create. Vendor's not mandatory, but let's put one in. The payment method, we have to know what bank this money's coming out of. Journal, I have to choose one of my purchase journals. I only have one, an easy choice. Is this going to be direct costed to a job? I'll say yes in this case. And what's the bill date on this one? 8/29. Enter any pertinent information to the payment reference and bill reference fields as needed. Go to my list of products. I can choose a product, or again, I can just type a description. Let's do that. What account am I debiting here? What's my expense account? Well, it's going to be my materials on my project, cost of goods sold materials. On what project? Let's go with this one. An analytic account, and we'll say concrete. Very good. And how much? This is $500. Tab through the line and add any new lines as needed. Remembering, of course, the bank from which the funds will be withdrawn and the date. And finish by saving and validating this, remembering that you'll see this entry again when you do your bank reconciliation. Thanks for watching, and please be reminded that after logging into your 2020 system, 1, if in a multi-company environment, always be sure you are working within the correct company's data. 2, not all users have access to the same features and options. And 3, your typical workflow may vary from what has been presented. Let us know what else you'd like to see in these tutorials. And as always, enjoy the day.